The Magnitsky Act was supposed to be a blunt weapon against corruption. Instead, it became something far more revealing about how illicit money actually moves. For years, Western policymakers believed targeted sanctions could starve corrupt officials of their assets, freeze the bank accounts, blacklist the oligarchs, cut off access to the financial system. The logic seemed airtight: no money, no power. But this framing missed something crucial about how illicit wealth really operates. In 2009, a Russian lawyer named Sergei Magnitsky died in a Moscow detention center. The circumstances suggested retaliation for exposing a large-scale tax fraud scheme. His case catalyzed a new approach. Instead of just freezing accounts, the United States and allies created a legal mechanism to directly sanction individuals implicated in human rights abuses and corruption. That mechanism became the Magnitsky Act, signed into law in 2012. The act worked by targeting the people, not just the money. Travel bans, asset freezes, visa denials. Suddenly, corrupt officials couldn't visit London for shopping trips or move their children to Western schools. It felt like a breakthrough, and for the first time it seemed the system had teeth. But here's where the mechanism revealed its limits. Corrupt officials didn't stop moving money, they just changed how. They created shell companies in jurisdictions with weak disclosure rules. They used trusted intermediaries with clean records to hold assets. They moved money through trade-based schemes, over or under-invoicing goods to shift value across borders. The Magnitsky Act targeted the person. The money found another route. What actually happened was a system adaptation. Compliance officers at banks got stricter. Due diligence improved, but the flows didn't stop, they just moved to less regulated channels. Cryptocurrency exchanges, art markets, real estate purchases through opaque trusts. The act created friction, not blockage, and friction in financial systems simply redistributes the flow. The real impact wasn't financial isolation, it was political. The Magnitsky Act created a tool for geopolitical signaling. Countries could publicly shame rivals without formal conflict. Sanctions lists became diplomatic language, and that mattered not because it stopped the money, but because it changed the cost of being publicly corrupt. Reputational damage became a new variable in the calculus. By the late 2010s, over 30 countries had adopted similar legislation. Magnitsky-style sanctions became standard, but compliance experts and financial investigators knew the truth. The act worked best not as a barrier, but as a detection system. It forced illicit flows into smaller channels where they became visible. The money still moved, we just knew where to look. This is how financial systems actually work. Laws don't eliminate flows, they shape them. Regulation doesn't stop corruption, it creates new patterns. And sometimes the most effective tool isn't one that blocks the money, it's one that makes the act of moving it visible. The Magnitsky Act succeeded not because it froze accounts, but because it forced the system to adapt in ways we could track. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe to see how other regulations reshape financial systems in ways their architects never predicted. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.